Fade in.
Everybody, greetings, and welcome. It's the Friday pre-flight number 130. That's right. We are now entering the middle part of the day or the early evening or even the night in some parts of the world of April 7th, otherwise known for many as Good Friday. This is wonderful time of the year. We enter into what people would call spring, and we make a rapid descent into summer after this. It should be a warm one in most of North America. It should be a nice respite from a lot of cold and a lot of snow and a lot of excessive rain that different parts of the country have had. In Canada, I know you had lots and lots of snow, but here, well, we're just getting ready to have our actual spring. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm excited that all of you are here. We got some stuff to talk about, to say the least. Most importantly, we're probably going to talk a little bit about Mario, and we're probably going to talk a little bit about Star Wars. We're going to talk about something broader than that as well. But let's say hi to each and every one of you. Let's get started there. So let's see. We've got Captain Fandom Nerd hanging out. There is Darren Hughes in the house. Great to see you, my friend. Jason Gray is here. Says, let's go. There you go. A lot of people have had their coffee today. A few other folks showed up. I think Mr. Tomazuski showed up early, and for whatever reason, I don't have that back here. So good to see you, my friend. Hey, cultured ones, indeed. The Red Ranger says, hey. Disney Star Wars. Am I right? Can't wait for Filoni and Favreau to save it. This is sarcasm. Oh, I know. I'm filled with it myself. It's a Mario. That's right. Comeuppance, indeed. Comeuppance. Let's see what else is happening. Lord Thoth is here. Great to see you, my Canadian wrench. We got Izaj Melody out there. Great to see you. I'm a Luigi. Take it a road. There you go. We got Rebel Dragon out there. What a day it has been, yet it just makes Mario look better. It does. Here's the thing. 22,000 people were watching Star Wars Celebration live from the UK on the streaming platform on at the moment. Not sure how many were watching on Rumble or if anybody on Rumble was watching at all. No idea how many were watching on Twitter. I doubt very many. which just goes to show that despite having a packed hall in the UK, which some people are using as not just a con, but a vacation to get, out of the country and check out, the beautiful sights in Great Britain. I can imagine that that's kind of Star Wars in a nutshell. Not that many people. Packed house there, 22,000 people here. You need millions of people to be watching stuff like this. You need millions of people making these announcements, or at least consuming these announcements. But I think Star Wars is beyond that. We've watched the fall of Mandalorian. We've watched the fall of pretty much all Disney Star Wars at this point, and they're going to double down on Rey Palpatine. That's right. The bad guys win. Disney makes the bad guys the good guys now. What does that say? That's indoctrination in its own form and fashion, but Disney's anti-family, and I've got a video coming out about that. I couldn't let the one story I reported on a couple of days ago go without talking about, and how frustrated I am, and how in bed they are with radical activists. Disney is just trash. So anything coming from them, whether it be Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Elemental, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, any of that. We'll have to see. If they gave Gunn the opportunity to round it out the way he wanted to, maybe it'll be good. But I don't anticipate Guardians of the Galaxy making $1 billion. If it does, that'll be the only film this year they have a chance at it. Outside of, obviously, The Way of Water, which came out the end of last year, technically. So there you are. It's really weird when people are actually laughing and cheering in an audience. Yeah, Super Mario. Indeed. It's me, a Mario. There's Darren Hughes. Great to see you, my friend. Another amazing wrench. Let's see what's happening. I can't wait to see Odin eat a pineapple pizza. He isn't going to have a choice. This film is a banger, and I've been saying it since the beginning. And this thing's going to open. It might be the biggest Illumination opening for an animated film ever. Ever. Might be Universal's biggest animated opening ever. That's saying something. I said hi to Mr. Shirt, I think. Greetings, Mr. Shirt. We got my favorite bears here, Snorted Pupus Cube Bar. People saying hi to him. There's my buddy, Man of War 665, the neighbor of the beast. I hope I see you, bro. If I don't see you in Vegas, I hope to see you in Dallas, because that'll be the next time I'll be out and about doing stuff like that. Although I may be going to the Austin area for a few days here in the near future as well. So keep your ear to the ground. Something may be announced here. We got Real Wade Nation Gaming in the house. Great to see you. There's my editor. Look at this man. Up, watching you trying to help my little one with her fever. Oh, no, Mr. Grant. You know what, Grant? Don't worry about that video that I put up. Don't even worry about that. Just edit it when you can. Take care of your kid, dude. Okay? You guys have been fighting that sickness. I just don't want you guys to be sick. So take care of yourself and that little one, Grant, and don't rush on that video. All right, bro? Naughty Monkey Wrath is in the house. Great to see you. Good to see you. Got radioactive. Cash, what's up? Bird up. There you go. We got Dr. Gilgenstein. Good to see you, my friend. B. Baker is here. Is this where the actual resistance meets? Well, I feel really resistant right now. I'm pretty angry. Disney's really how did it honestly, I'm falling in two poles right now when it comes to Disney. I'm falling over here, which is rage, and I'm falling over here, which is apathy. And I'm just bouncing in between, depending upon, what week it is. That's not how you want to engage your audience. Hey, what's going on? Gojira Star, great to see you. Roger the Shrubber, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. It's been a minute. Look at that. And Acro, anti-capitalist. Look at that. Oh, wait. Appalachia, anti-capitalist. That's interesting. Me and Bam Hammer is here saying, "Oyos, all my boyos." We've got Wahoo That's right. Well, I'm going to go play Mario. You guys are driving me to play Mario now. Look at you guys. I love it. Welcome to Gate CC. Oh my goodness. There's the lovely Karen Prime. Namaste. I hope you're doing all right. Been missing you. I hope you're doing good. Worry about you. All my folks across the pond, Europe, folks on the East Coast, they're worried about you guys a lot. I would like my American Airlines flight ticket transferred to Southwest so I can eat food when I land. I'm from Chicago. I can handle online violence. There you go. Dermy Wormy, what's up? Check out Dermy Wormy's channel. Dermy's getting close, if not already past. I think you're doing good, right? I think you're beyond that. Are we now grinding hours? Tell me what's going on, Dermy Wormy. Shrap, 3D, Disney, Star Wars. Yes, that's what we have now. Or Star Wars, excuse me. And yes, emphasis on the was, indeed. We got Commander Ed Straker of Shadow saying TGIF. Well, thank goodness it is Friday indeed. Cuddles weave is looking quite gray. It is, yeah. Every gray hair in my head is well earned, though, I assure you. Well earned. Ray is back. Who ordered the bobblehead Jedi wannabe? I don't know. It's a wooden bobblehead, so you have to give it to them for that. Yeah, about that reactive. You've got our good friend Subhuman84. What is up, my friend? I hope you're being safe out there, taking care of the rest of us. You're looking for the original trilogy theatrical cut, the one before Nukas. Yeah, you want a despecialized. That's what you want to look for. Despecialized edition. I know somebody who might have that. Yeah, Gojira Star says 22,000 watching online is low. How is that sustainable? It's not. It's not. Look, I'm more likely if I'm going to try to find honest Star Wars evaluation, I'm going to look to Raging Rhino. I'm going to look to Drunk 3PO. That Star Wars gal, obviously. Jeremy over at Geeks and Gamers. I'm going to look at Midnight's Edge. Midnight's Edge, of course. They're more likely to have an honest take about what's going on. X-Wing's doing a good job over there, too. And of course, we are Echo Base Network. Because they've been telling the truth for a while now about Star Wars, and I'm part of Echo Base. Star Wars Celebration announcement sounded more like a eulogy. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, Star Wars is dead. They were dead when they killed off the Skywalker family and replaced it with the Palpatines, elevating the bad guy and his lineage. So there you go. Of course, they're going to say, well, it's an allegory for tossing aside the patriarchy from whence she was born. Yeah, bull sausage. Okay. Happy Easter, indeed. Happy Good Friday, Davinia Duckworth, indeed. A lot of people are having trouble with the Rumble app. You can't even save a place in a video when you come back to it. I don't think it has anything to do with censorship. I think they're slowly working features in place. B Baker. I think just keep an eye on that. On desktop, it works fine. I don't have any problems. Yeah. Seafer family is here. Canadian bacon and pineapple pizza would be the way to go for Odin. Yes, I agree. I think that, to be fair, I mean, that's Hawaiian. That's what we call a Hawaiian special, and that's good. It really is. I'm not a fan of pineapple on pizza. I think pizza goes bad when it comes in contact with pineapple. I think pineapple goes bad when it comes in contact with pizza. But I've had it more than a few times, to be fair. And I'm not starting a pizza war, guys, because if you like that, great. Yeah. Happy Easter. That's right, Tim Hayes. Indeed. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Here we go. I just got done with work, about to get cleaned up for Mario. Awesome, Dermy Wormy. Let me know what you think, all right, bud? Disney sucks, indeed. Hey, it's Matt G. What's up, Matt G? Matt G is a promotion machine. He's awesome. Magitech Mags is here. Greetings. Oh, Dermy Wormy needs 120 subs. So if you haven't checked this dude out, one of the founding members of Legion of Memers, amongst other things, often found in other locales, and just a fun guy. Check out Dermy Wormy. Mags. Sorry. Every time I see Mags. You guys. Evil Ramen is here. Ray is back. It's just another symptom of our times. The time of madness. Yes. Yeah. And guys, let me tell you, if you smash the thumb, it does help out. If you share the stream, that does help out. And I want to say thanks to Fat Elvis for being here and smashing the thumb every time. What is this pain in the arse floating emoji heart pop-up bubble BS that is right over the chat slider? Hey, I didn't do it, but it's fun to see the little chatty bubble thingies. I always say that if people are on their mobiles, it looks pretty cool. Please say hi to your missus. I miss you guys. Forward to seeing you. Hey, there's a super sticker from our good friend Darius Munchausen. I bet you know what it is. It's a box of popcorn. Thanks, Darius. Love you, dude. It was more Star Wars urination. Yes, there is no celebration. It's little C celebration, not big C. Right? And it's more like celebration. S-A-L. Abration. I guess. I tried to do something. Anyway. Jedi Bill says, what about Star Wars Theory? Culture Casino, what about Star Wars Theory? The last video I saw of Star Wars Theory is he was going off. He got cast to do a Western. I don't think he really got cast to do a Western. It's the last one. Yeah. The stench of failure is Palpatine, indeed. Humor and Waffles, what's going on? Love you guys. What are the projections for Mario right now? Well, we'll get to that, I promise, Professor ATN. They are going up. Indeed. YouTube wasn't built in a day. That's true, Yaknomino. Although Rumble's being built rather quickly. And the fact that you can actually become a member over there, you have to send a $1 super chat to start. It'll give you an option with a little checkbox on Rumble that'll actually sign you up for, just in support of the channel, like a sponsor of the channel. It costs $5, right? And I'm going to start figuring out a way to include those on the credits too, because you guys support me in a lot of places. I want to give you credit or credits too. And wouldn't be hard to add Rumble supporters on the thing. And every dollar that is part of this supporters money, which is like $5 a month, that actually goes to me on Rumble. Doesn't go to Rumble at all, at least till the end of the year, the end of 2023. Who knows if they'll maintain that, if they'll take a cut, whatever it is. But it's an interesting thing. They understand that getting creators to their platform is job one. And it's been happening. It really has. Hey, Grimstorm's here. Good to see you. Look at all these wonderful people. It's Courtney. What's up, Courtney? It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Jedi Bill is here. Jedi Bill's still doing his stuff and doing his karaoke stuff from time to time. So those are fun. Never available to do it, but I often catch it listening to it. Culture, the Ray announcement. Somehow Palpatine has returned. Yes. Yeah. See? Yeah. Bob Bug with one eye asking is king. There you go. Wow, that's an interesting picture of Uncle Ethan. Oh, man, I love it. Yeah, I'm not going to do it, but that's funny. Release the McCracken, an amazing memer. Good friend. What's up, Brian? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, wait. Go to Amma something, and they have the 2006 original theaters cut DVDs. Well, there you go, Brian McCann. Tired Retro Gamer, what's going on? Why would you have the event on Easter weekend? Odd, yes. It would have been even worse had they had their Star Wars as a drag event on Sunday. We already know why they're doing this. Like I said, Disney is anti-family. I've been saying that for a while. Channel Starface is in the house. Star Wars cremation. Better. I like it. You guys your heads are on the right direction. We're going the right direction. Star Wars cremation. And here's my good friend, Bamagrad. Great to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I really do. I can't wait to see you again here in the short term. Says Odin might want to consider buying a bottle of pineapple infused hot sauce. I see. Drunk. I see. Drunk 3PO is going to be on FNT. It's a sign of the apocalypse. Yeah, I think so. But it'll be worthwhile because Jay's great. He's great. 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 Did I do it right? I don't know. What's up, Troy? Ray getting pronouns on Wikipedia. Sith Empress? Know about plank wood. Mary Sue. Trash character. Girl boss. Daniel, if you could put one company down for the betterment of society. Oh, good question. Anything tied to Bill Gates, I think. Honestly. If my two choices are YouTube or Disney, might be Disney at this moment in time. Ask me in a week, it might change. Logic's Finest says, I bring you greetings from Lizzo the Hut. May all your chairs be reinforced and your food cabinets overstocked. Yes, well and truly Star Wars is dead. Indeed. Mandalorian can't bring an audience. They can't. Mandalorian. I'm not even going to say Mandalorian because it's Mandalorian. And that's what it is now. Star Wars fan fiction. It's like Fangoria. Just garbage. Is Short Bus Yoda getting teamed up with Mary Ray Palpatine? Sounds like that's a possibility. Yeah, Short Bus Yoda. I like that. Pretty funny. Sorry, guys. I'm just saying hi to everybody. I know it takes forever, 20 minutes in, and we're still saying hi to everybody. Bestest ever. Yes, look at you guys. I love it. Oh, wait. You know what, Trinoculus? That's a better choice. If I had to choose, BlackRock. Thank you. Thank you, Trinoculus P. I was more worried about the pop culture thing. Overall destructive force in the nature is definitely BlackRock. Although Bill Gates comes in a close second. Troy, I really need a drink tonight. I want to focus on my guest, Daryl Derrick. Awesome. But won't be surprised if we start ranting about Diz Wars. Yeah. What did WDW Pro was brilliant today on Midnight's Edge in the morning. He said Girl Wars. I'm like, yeah. There you go. That's what we got. Boy property. Go. Whopper. Check it out. Hello, my fellow tubies. Star Wars. I would rather watch the 78 Hollywood special on loop than anything Disney has put its grubby three-fingered gloves on. Yes. By the way, Whopper is the computer from War Games, which had Matthew Broderick and a very cute young lady. I ask you in the chat, do you remember her name? Would you like to play a game? This is the United Way. That's right. Yeah, it's not the way. It's the United Way. You guys are awesome. Look at the fire in this chat. I love it. Love it. All right. Let's just jump right in because Mario's the hottest topic and I want it to stay that way. So I feel like this film is not getting the credit that it deserves. It is overperforming the box office by miles and miles. We have 31 million on day one. On Wednesday, it's a Wednesday. It's middle of the week. There's only a handful of schools that are out for the break, going into the Easter vacation period and then spring break for many schools across our nation. This isn't even opening in the biggest territories until later in the month. The biggest territories for this film specifically, obviously, would be in Asia, specifically Japan, Korea. Those two countries amount for at least 100 million of box office for this film. So we're not even going to get there for a bit, right? And I'm going to refresh this one more time to see if they updated it. They did. Domestic box office, 58 millions. Millions. There you go. 60 millions, basically, because it's going to get revised up, by the way. These are all based on projection estimates. International is going to get obviously evaluated upward too. If it stays on pace to matching the domestic box office, which it should, we're already over 116 to 120 million, probably 120 million. Right now, they're only going to say 92 million. We're over $100 million. It's not even, today's Friday. So they count yesterday's numbers, which I guess were like 28 million, which those numbers are going to get revised up, as I said, giving us this number here, which again, should be another 2 million or so upwards. So it's really 60 million. This is really, you might as well just tack on another 20 million to this. So yeah, we're well over this, probably 110 million. And well done, Ali Sheedy. Very good. Thank you, Parrothead. Yeah. So that's a lot of plumbing, right? Started off with 31 million. Now we're at 58 million. Unbelievable. All-time domestic inflation box office is not good. 2,400. Well, yeah, it's only the second day. But all-time domestic, we're already at 165. It's already 14 for a video game movie. It's number 8 this year. So out of all the films released in 2023, it is currently number 8 at the box office after 2 days. 2 days. Huge numbers. Huge numbers. But we don't stop there, because let's talk projections. And I'm going to tell you right now, these numbers need to be revised upward, and they will be. The only people not wanting to adjust these numbers are going to be Comcast Universal, for a good reason. If they under-promise and over-deliver, it's a win. As WDW Pro said, these numbers are going to skyrocket. And we'll take a look at those right now. So here we are. This is Box Office Pro with their projection numbers. They think that on the 3-day weekend, we're looking at 112 million. I'd say, no, we're already way past that. On the projected domestic total through Sunday, they're saying 164. I say, hoo-ha, it's going to be much higher than that. As it gains more screens like it did today, you're going to see this thing grow. Dungeons and Dragons fell off a cliff as predicted, 63% fall. It's going to end up not doing well. This film is not going to make a profit. It's going to flop financially. People enjoyed it. It was okay. There was definitely some intersectional modernity garbage in it. But this is the real news. 164 million. Nah, try again. Domestic, by the time we're through Sunday, 175. Would it surprise me if we made it to 180 on Monday, with Monday included or more? No. I think you're sitting 360 million after the holiday weekend globally. 360 million. Pretty sure. And look, I mean, you know, they've had to adjust these numbers. You can see they're actually saying now this number is up. They just updated it. 185 million now. Pretty good. Hey, Project Cambrian's here. Good to see you. Great. Chances are good it doubles that by Monday, indeed. Yeah, you guys are very astute. I love this audience. You guys really paid attention to these numbers. Not a lot of people pay attention to numbers. You guys do. I appreciate that. But it's banging. It is banging. Yeah, after 2 days and the weekend has not even begun. Let me put it this way, right? And far be it for me to attack another person on any platform that is just giving their thoughts and opinions on stuff. However, I'm going to say that I find it hard to believe that with a little bit of integrity, somebody could say that this film is going to fall off by the weekend and not do well. I would say you're being disingenuous. And that's exactly what a certain somebody with the last name of Rudolph or Randolph or whatever it is actually said. There is no way that that person and I saw the same film because the very things she complains about actually exist within scenes and dialogue that explain away all of her problems with the film. So, was she given well, she was given snacks. Maybe they gave her a lot of vodka or something at the screening, so she says. Or maybe she was given talking points. Do you think there were talking points that went along with this in Hollywood so they could gun for it because it's not kowtowing to modernity and the message? Maybe. And I want to say thanks for Lord Shax and the few people that are watching over on Rumble. I appreciate it. I see you over there. And for those of you watching on Twitter, thank you for that as well. Appreciate that. Do the Mario Disney. Yeah. I have to say this. Mario, Nintendo, Universal, Comcast just won. They not only won this weekend, they probably won the year. They're likely going to go on a monstrous run. I'd say the next decade could be dominated by Nintendo. And if it stays true to form, which I can only hope, so do you, they can avoid the political garbage and messaging. It will go on to do much, much better. Of course, Daniel's right. D&D could have been a huge hit if it had embraced tradition. Indeed. And you know what? Darius sent me a super sticker, and I didn't play a thing. I got to play a thing. Darius, this is for you.
Wow. See why I only did $2. Huh.
There you go. All right. Yeah, talking points and some money. Yeah, maybe. You see. Yeah, we're talking a little Mario, Blackie. Notes in the gift bag, says Fat Elvis, possibly. Although it would be weird because if she went to a critic screening, they usually want you to say nice things about your film. Don't know. Bilbo Swaggins here. What's going on? Look at the puppers. Love it. Love it. You're right. I just played the animation. You're right. You're right. Nintendo has a stake in their products and their value in their legacy. Yes, they won't allow Hollywood to put their grubby hands on it, and Hollywood hates it. Indeed. There's Channel Surf. What's going on? Rudolph the Red-Nosed. Whoa. Hey now. Hey now. All I know is this. John Wick beat the pants off of everything. And it's open. Dungeons and Dragons earned all of its money up front. And well, Super Mario is going to beat everything this year. I don't think it's going to catch any of that. I don't think anything's going to catch that. I want a Switch to play Super Mario Odyssey. Well, I've got a Switch. It's a lot of fun. My sincere hope is that the Japanese dominate movies the way they did the auto industry and raise standards worldwide. I think they are. I think this is just the beginning. And there's going to be, Toho's not going to let Godzilla get messed up. You're still going to end up with some clunky stuff that'll be in them, but they'll have some pretty good control over that. I'm not sure what's going to happen with King Kong, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Mags is dropping wisdom all over the place. Weatherman, what's up? Look at you, amazing humans. Project Cambrian says Mario has the benefit of comparable generational brand recognition that Superman had in 76 and Batman in 89. 100% accurate. In fact, I would go a step further and say that that you had generational support like that for Star Wars. Where did it go, Project Cambrian? That's the question. Because it disappeared. There aren't people that are super stoked about any of this. Not one. Not one. Yep, it's not true. Japanese Godzilla unless the auto track is out of sync with the video. That's right. Hey, Oberheim Shinobi in the dark chords of the synth. Awesome. Where are you flying to, Culture? Right now, nowhere. But I will be traveling to Vegas in the very near future. A couple of weeks, I think. Pretty sure. Really excited about that. Hey, Hemorrhoid Hertz is here. Good to see you. Snorty, she who cannot be named. Oh boy. Nags is great. But look, Star Wars Celebration announced a bunch of junk. But all we can talk about is the numbers continuing to get ramped up for Mario. Why on Star Wars weekend is the thing we want to talk about this? Super Mario's huge. 195 million is what they're saying now. Now, mind you, these are domestic numbers. If it gets to 200 million and the international numbers come up near that, sorry, critics, you're idiots. This was just updated, 12:34 p.m. That is 3 minutes ago, California time, folks. It's a lot of money. 5 day, 195. Wow. Darren Hughes sends us a super chat. Thank you, Darren. Darren's a great mod, wonderful human. For $5 says, hey, Culture, considering the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian were okay, will you buy the box set and when Disney releases it? No. I have no interest in Disney Star Wars. They're very hit and miss in Mandalorian. There were things I was interested in season 1. But the minute they like played politics with Gina Carano, I was done. Which is why we had a 2-year delay and a lot of other crap thrown into all these other Star Wars shows, is because they got rid of Gina. That they killed the plan. The plan was good. That was the way. This is not the way anymore. So I don't think, and thank you for the super chat, my friend, but I don't think I will be interested in paying any more money to Disney if I can avoid it. But you did send a super chat, and you deserve a super chat bumper. So here you go.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys, yeah.
Thanks again, my friend. I appreciate it. There you go. But as you can see here, Friday midday, Super Mario's movie is cleaning up at the box office with an expected Friday of 59 million. I think that'll go up another million. I think we're gonna start talking round numbers. Maybe it'll go to 60. Maybe it'll go to 62 million on Friday. Maybe it'll be bigger than that. Maybe it jumps over the 27 or 28 million it made on Friday. Maybe. 59 million today. Now, we already looked at what we had in the coffers already, which was 58 million. So add 59 million to 58 million. This thing's a banger. Globally, it's at 92 million now, before we even get into today's numbers. It's actually well over 92 million, but the international numbers haven't all come in. This is going to be one of the biggest films. I'm sorry, it just is. So it's looking to be a $137 million 3-day and a $195 million 5-day. So that's a 3-day and a 5-day record for Illumination, which I thought it would be, beating out Minions and Despicable Me's 2. And it even is approaching very quickly Batman v Superman, and Fast and Furious 7 for Easter openers. Amazing. So it's among 5-day figures, it's second behind 2009's Revenge of the Fallen, which opened at 200 million. Look at how they try to drop Air in this conversation. Air also looks to come in on the high end at 18.7 million for the 5-day. Oh. We are talking about this. We're not talking about Star Wars. What is wrong with this picture? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Oberheim says, I can't even hate watch Star Wars. It's just boring. Yeah, that's true. Project Cambrian says, if Mario hits that, then Nintendo just red shelled Disney into oblivion. They did. Yeah. Actually, I'd up the stakes. I'd say it's a blue shell that they can't avoid. I'm at the point now. Oh, by the way, that's a really cool thing in the film. You actually get to see the blue shell in action. Very cool stuff. But no, I think you're right, Project Cambrian. I really do. And our good friend, holy cow, Tender Warrior 68 once again comes through. We've added 20 Culture Casino memberships. Guys, I'm going to try to put together a member stream for tomorrow. I want to say thank you to Tender Warrior 68 for 20 Culture Casino memberships. That's huge. Thank you, my friend. Look at all those names go green. For those of you who just became a member, don't forget to turn all your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity to be at a member stream, which, like I said, I'm going to try to do on Saturday, tomorrow. Yes. So let's do this. We're going to give you the big one, the big super chat one right here.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
These numbers are huge, folks. Huge numbers. We don't see this very often. You see this in superhero films. You see this in the mega tentpoles. You think this cost? Let's get this back up here. Do you think that this film started? This film cost right here. This one. This little film right here. This baby little film right here. You think that cost $200 million, $250 million, $300 million, $360 million, which is likely what we're going to get to hear. It was what Indy cost. You think that cost that? No. A film on par with this, the last Minions film, was $90 million. That's it, which is amazing that they are able to keep their prices down over Illumination. Well, let's try again. You got some actors here. You got to pay these guys, right? So tack $20 million on it. So that this thing cost $110 million at most to make. 90 minutes of entertainment, technically 92. But this is it. 92 minutes of entertainment cost $110 million. They've already got a profit. By the end of this weekend, they will already have a profit. If they get anywhere close or over $300 million globally, they will already have a profit. It's big. Ethan Snyder says, Culture, were you really excited about Rangers of the New Republic? I found Cara Dune, like other Mando characters, utterly forgettable. I guess I don't understand the affinity toward Carano. Ethan, I understand that perspective. I mean, I've heard people say that she just was another character in a show that was somewhat bland and predictable by the book, whatever. Like I said, I fully respect people with that opinion. I just, she had a lot of depth and a lot of opportunity to grow. I thought character development was really starting to show with her. And I think that had she been essentially set up as like the law somewhere, I think she'd have been very good at it. I really do. And I think Timothy Oliphant would have been very good. There's a list of people that would have been in that would have been great. So Jeff Pearson says huge over on Rumble. And Lord Shack says Culture filmed the stereotypical California woman to use as a clip for his high dollar donors. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's Miss Piggy for you. Weatherman's like, Disney, what is wrong? Well, Weatherman, lack of leadership. Well, actually, it has leadership. They're just pursuing a neo-Marxist agenda, something that's very anti-West and anti-capitalist. And I had to sit down in front of some very influential people in our government 2 days ago to explain why they do censorship and why they kowtow to China, why there's censorship, why Disney's so close to China. Disney's been compromised for a while, to be fair. All of this started to go sideways long, long, long ago, generationally. We talked about it a little bit on Midnight's Edge in the morning. But as the biggest family entertainment brand, they're really anti-family. Really, really. Daniel says a lot for Nintendo's strength and how starving families are for non-woke entertainment. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Hey, Tanner Brock, great to see you. Thanks for being here. I think you were one of the recipients of gifted membership on another channel yesterday. I've been trying to support channels that have new membership options and just gift memberships because it really does help the channel. The more members you have, the more emojis you can have. So when Tender Warrior 68 does this incredible thing and gifts 20 Culture Casino memberships to all of you, not only does it turn more names green, which I think is great in the chat, it also allows me to put more emojis up. So I have to really spend some time this weekend building some more emojis for all of you. I've done a few. I need to do some more. Here's the thing. Maybe I'll do a here's the thing emoji. We'll see. And Nintendo is the king of family entertainment now. Yes. 100% right, Dragon Master 360. And Jason Gray says Rainbow Road being in the film was freaking smart. And yes, the blue shell. You guys are going to love it. Morb is here. What's up, Morb? Morb357. Great to see you, bud. Appreciate it. Scary cow. Magitech Mag says a super chat for $2. Thank you, Mags. I got to get you back on Sunday. Are you going to be available Sunday night? I wasn't going to stream, but then somebody reminded me that Easter technically would have been over at that point, and I may be done with my family stuff, so it looks like we may get a late night culture stream, so we'll see. But Magitech Mags for $2 says, can you imagine a Zelda movie? Huge. Yes, I wish Nick was here to say huge. But no, you're right. A Zelda film is going to make bank. Oh, by the way, you get one of these. Ooh, let's see if we got a funny one. Is this a funny one? Yeah.
No, look at this little super chat right there. He's so cute and small. Get it?
There you go. Thanks again, Mags. I appreciate it. Am I going to Barbie this weekend? I would like a review. Somebody paid me to do that, I think. Somebody paid me to review it. So yes, I will see Barbie when it opens. That's next weekend, right? It's not this weekend. Nothing's going to compete with this movie this weekend. I don't think Barbie's going to do anything against this movie. But I'll see it because I need to review it and talk about it on my channel. So yeah, Universal knows how to properly budget. Indeed. Well, look, they brought in the best horror team ever, right? With Atomic Monster and oh wow, his brain that name just fell out of my head. They just did Megan. What is wrong with me? Anyway, they brought in the horror kings. Oh, Blumhouse. So you have Blumhouse, you have Atomic Monster, both at Universal. Whew. There you go. Yeah, and then you have this. If you can make one of these movies for $90 to $110 million, it's a winner every time. Winner every time. You know what I see in that image? OG recipe Mario. Yes, the game characters on the screen doing what they've always done. How effing hard is that? Great question. Great question. My question is, why are Disney animation budgets so swollen? Lightyear cost $200 million. I don't know. I really don't know. I wish I had an explanation for you, Ethan. I really do. Because look at what Skydance is doing with, they took the best guy, which Disney kicked out, who was running both Pixar and Walt Disney Animation. and they gave him away. They kicked him out the door, and Laster now works over there. And do you think anything coming from Laster is going to cost that much? No. No. And Weatherman's right. The only reason it's about 110 million or so, that's the estimated budget. It's not an official budget yet, but let's say it's that much. Is because of the stars' voices. That's right. You know, you only have to pay one star voice in Peter Carell. No, what's his name? Steve Carell. Excuse me, Steve Carell for Minions. If you want Gru, right? So, culture Mario's strong. That's right. Hemorrhoid Hurts says, I've drowned myself in JD, but like Gillette, it will never be bought again. Yeah. I think any of the AB or Ambev or whatever they call themselves now, the international company that bought the American brewery, Anheuser-Busch, and all of its brands. I don't think anybody's gonna jump up and down to buy any of that ever again. Not to mention, obviously, Jack Daniels and all the other stuff that obviously wanted to follow suit. They're really putting themselves in harm's way as far as money goes. Talk about downsizing your company. All we need is a parallel economy to wake everybody up. And when those brands that are parallel to the ones that are woke get more exposure and make money, maybe the corporations will wise up. And anti-ESG's bills are being passed state by state, although some of them not quite strong enough, like the one that was passed in Kansas, although it hasn't been signed into law yet because that governor is kind of on the hot seat. It's quite possible that it could get overridden if it is vetoed. We'll have to see. But bad miscalculation. Very, very bad. Yeah, Disney went woke. Yep. Disney went wokey, and then come the brokey broke. That's what's wrong with Disney, I bet. I bet the animation studios charge extra deal with Disney micromanagement. They should. For anything that's outsourced, I would imagine. They're hard to deal with anyway. I've been coming in contact more and more with former Disney employees, even more than the ones that I knew before they were former employees. Working for Disney isn't easy. Yeah, I mean, just isn't. It doesn't matter if you're a cast member in a theme park or somebody working in Imagineering or somebody on a crew at Lucasfilm doing lighting, or somebody. There's special effects guys that are out forever. Industrial ILM. They're not. It's crazy. Hey, what's going on, E. Clay Thomason? E. Clay made a video of me, kind of, sort of. I'm with that whole Bud Light disaster. There you go. Yeah. A Zelda movie would need a good script. It can't work on just gameplay references. Well, let me tell you. It's already in the works. Metroid. You have a whole host of films coming, guys. You really do. Tax Sharky's out there. Great to see you, my friend. Weave emoji needed. Why do you guys... Okay. Maybe. And you're right, Bilbo Swaggin. This is by far the greatest fellowship of people. Indeed. I love Fridays. Especially get to talk to all you guys. All the best girls prefer Spider-Man. There you go. Tenebra, you've been very generous this week, man. A credit to the shows that feature you as a guest. Oh, no, I love... Oh, please don't do that, Tenebrae. I just love... I want everybody's channels to start out right. And if people become members, they get value out of the memberships. It's why I value the members here. It allows me to pass on the love. It also allows me to do something else, which is show people there's value in memberships. And I think I'm really going to lean more deeply into the membership stuff that I offer here. Because let me tell you, WDW Pro, he's doing it right. He really is. What a wonderful human. Love these guys. Magitech Max says it's Easter Sunday for me and my family. I've been purposely not streaming due to Holy Week. I hope to see you next Sunday. Sounds good. You're always invited, dear. I think you're in the chat now. So, but Yeah, you guys are incredible. And Galaxy Red says, new follower here. Was in the chat last night during Dick's Division. That's over from Rumble. Thank you for that, Galaxy Red. I think I may have already mentioned that, but I do appreciate it. Speaking of somebody who's awesome, Jason Sandberg in his amazing comic book over on Indiegogo. Check out Jupiter, just as it sounds, just like the planet, which is, I don't know, way too cheap for what you're getting. You're getting incredible art, story, lettering, the whole nine. He's a one-man show doing it all himself, and I can't wait to get my books and to, visit my retailer space so that I can encourage them to pick them up. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, Breath of the Wild does look fantastic. It's a great template for a film, and I played it beginning to end more than once, and it is wonderful. Oh, if you get a chance, that's a game to play, indeed. Hemorrhoid Arts just reminds us, as an Australian, pro drinker knows what he's doing. Yeah. Money laundering ain't cheap. That might be the best explanation, E. Clay Thompson, why Disney spends $200 million on trash like Iger, or trash like Strange World, or trash like the upcoming Elemental film. Pixar has lost its way. Disney Animation Studios has lost its way. You cannot tell good stories on the back of socialist, neo-Marxist messaging. Can't. Anti-family, anti-capitalist messaging. You wouldn't exist without those things, Disney. Yeah, last-minute rights on animation cost huge. That's true. That is true. Yeah, or trash like Marvel, says Galaxy Red over on Rumble. That's right. Yeah. Tenebra says, excuse me, not Tenebra. Jason Gray says, for an Australian $2, in the time you read this, Mario made another 20 million. It's quite possible. It's quite possible. And my Australian friend, please don't be offended, but this one might be fun.
Well, $2. You must be super generous for a Dutch person.
What, we'll have a coupon day or something.
There you go. Thanks for the super chat, Jason. Great. Appreciate you. Yeah, Disney animation budgets are so high because they have to have diversity coordinators and training regularly, and diversity hires. That's not far from the truth. They're so overbloated right now, which losing 7,000 employees, that's just the beginning. Seriously, I think I'm going to say it again. I think probably closer to 12 by the end of the year. 10 to 12. Maybe as much as 12. Maybe over 12. They got a lot to cut back on. They have stuff they don't need, and they've had it in place for a while. And they just created another new executive position yesterday, which blew my mind. Disney's stupid. It'd be nice if there was a possibility of a meetup somewhere in the East or Midwest. More than half the population of the United States and all of Canada live places inconvenient to Nevada, Texas, and Florida. I understand. We're trying to get one in the Chicago area for the comics division, Dick's Division, folks. So if you like us, you're welcome to go there. We'll invite everybody else along too. But that's what we're looking at. And in Dallas, I think we're looking to do an event there as well. So there may be, multiple events you can attend in the Dallas meetup area. So we'll see. Gillette, womp womp, indeed. Yeah. Rebel Dragon says, I'm planning to see Mario next weekend with my folks. My father definitely wants to see it. I will say I'm not a big Disney fan, was liking them, but this week they've lost me after Monday and today. Yeah, they're not doing well. Logic's finest, Nike, Bud Light, Jack Daniels are not getting my money anymore. No, I stopped buying Nike. I still have Nike stuff. Can't, not gonna part with perfectly good clothing. But once it was brought to my full attention exactly the extent of the labor practices they use, the places they go to get it, and the fact that they're literally not compensating those workers. Yeah, they turned me off pretty much permanently. Bud Light, I can take or leave any beer brand. So just have to know all the brands that I have to skip, which also includes Corona, which is kind of a bummer for me, but there are other Mexican beers that I appreciate that aren't Anheuser-Busch. And as far as Jack Daniels, the only person that suffers is my biological father, because I'm going to remind him he doesn't drink that anymore. There are lots of options to hard alcohol, though. Truly. Jay Price in the house. Great to see you. Great to see you, my friend. Small time. How you doing, brother? Says the new ad slogan for all corporations might as well be, what the hell is even that? That's right. Yeah. A lot of people don't drink beer. So what did Bud do? They went out and they got themselves a brand representative who actually insulted people who were watching the Final Four. That brand representative, you ask? Dylan Mulvaney. Very strange. Very strange. Wouldn't this be weird, right? Tennessee rises in wrath and chases JD out of their state. All I know is that right now, one of these companies is being blamed for a mold. I'm not sure if it's Jack Daniels or somebody else, but somebody is like this bourbon mold or whatever that's everywhere. Bourbon whiskey mold, whatever. The story is several weeks back, but I thought that was kind of interesting. And it's spreading. So if it's Jack Daniels, maybe they'll be all right. Leah's seen him go. This is crazy. Release McCracken. The worries got broke. The mouse got choked, and they all fell together in a crappy rowboat. There you go. Galaxy Red says they're losing money, but they're punishing the workers. Well, Walt Disney would be rolling in his grave. Rolling, spinning. Dude's a turbine. If you actually attached a positive and negative terminal to his casket, you could power all of California, I would imagine, at this moment. Oof. Lord Shack says the Chicago Alley Dix Division gathering. Do not let the short valet park your car unless you want your car boosted. Comics might leave his booster seat in it. Aha! Thank you. That was Lord Shack's over on Rumble. I wish I could get that on the screen. I'm going to work on that. Next week, I'll have a different layout. Maybe I can do that. Put another window up here for you. Let's see. I know I got a super chat here, too. I got to get to. Gojirs are need to head out. Take it easy. Have safe errands. Happy Easter, my friend. Yeah. WEW is batting it hard. Yep. Yep. Stop saying nice things about me. Troy, I appreciate it, though. Morb, currently working on my comic book. Awesome. Mercenary Guild will be produced by Shattermere Comics. Awesome. Morb, when you're done, let me know. We'll promote it. Love it. I'm going to start doing that more often. Not every week, not every Sunday, but we're going to bring on comic creators. Like we started, we've got 2 in on Sundays. I think I'll do at least once a month, get a comic creator on to promote a book. You guys are doing great stuff. Look, it's OC Gig. And you going to see the Mario movie again? I am. Yep. I'm taking the nieces and nephews today. Can't complain. Nope. I am going to see it again. I've always put my money where my mouth is, guys. Always. T-1 month until Tears of the Kingdom. Excellent. I think somebody said there was like 17 days until the meetup. I think it's on the 26th. So yeah. You coming to Chicago? Yeah, I am. Would you stay? I would stay out of the city proper. I will. Believe me, I know. I'm gonna stay across the border in Indiana. There's a place that I know really well. I did quite a bit of work about 2.5 decades ago in the Chicago area, so I'm very familiar with staying elsewhere. Nice area, nice suburb. What did Jack Daniels do? They became a sponsor of RuPaul's drag show and other drag events, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody else remind me, but I think that's what happened there. I grew up with Disney. I went to Disney World before Epcot opened. Yeah, you're old school, my friend, because that opened in 82. Wide World of Disney on Sunday night TV. Yep, love that too. And classic film cartoons. Once Eisner was forced out, the company lost its way. I would argue, and again, I'm an Eisner fan, but I know what was going on behind the scenes, and Eisner was robbed of a business partner in the company that made him do better. Terrible accident, lost the person that he absolutely needed to balance him. Disney is only run properly when it has a person that's in charge of the finances and a person that's in charge of the creativity. That's it. Those two people Those two people are the most important. And I would say Iger and McCarthy are not them. You need a good financial head and a good creative head. That's when Disney does the best. And nary the twain shall meet, which is why the idea that McCarthy can become the new CEO of Disney is a terrible, flawed idea and will probably result in the company collapsing, to be fair. Yeah, I don't do Starbucks anymore. No. I believe we're having the meetup in the same location, the Millennium Fandom Bar, but I could be wrong. I know I don't remember what the event is, but if you check the community tab for Nerdrotic or his website, you can actually get the link to the evites there. So, not really safe in the Northeast for fan meetups, says Pinochet's Helicopter Tours. Yeah, I know, but you guys have been doing small ones, right? You and Brightest Day and all the rest of y'all. Macklin made it, and several other people I know up in that region. Thomas Gilkey and all. I'd like to meet everybody. Meeting Thomas was awesome. Meeting any of you guys is great. Can't wait to meet you, my friend. I never know if I'm allowed to say your real name. I usually err on the side of not. Galaxy Red says, speaking of comics, had a Rumble rant on screen yesterday. Was that a new layout? It must have been. I don't know how he got it up there, to be fair. I don't know how he did. If there was a way for me to do it, I would. I assure you. I assure you. I would love to be able to put him on the screen. I don't know why you can't. Really don't. Let's see. Oh, I owe you a clip. Sorry about that, Pinochet. Let me give you your favorite clip.
Wow, it looks like I just found your house back there. Ya bum.
There you go. There you go. I love you guys so much. I think I missed one. Trying to scroll around. I know. I got one from. There it is. Robert, how's it going? For $5, here's a super chat. Someone should explain to liberals that communism always prematurely ends the people who put them in power. Yeah. This is very true. I don't think they realize. Again, not a big fan of the authoritarian anything. I fight for the side of liberty and freedom. There's no liberty in forcing people to call you a particular thing. There's no freedom in that. That's tyranny. Pretty easily defined. For that, you get a super chat.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the $5. Yeah, Coors is better than Bud, but I found it difficult to find any. Well, depends on what part of the country you're in more, but yeah. It's hard to find any really good beer, to be fair. I brew it and a wine to make wine too. So Jason's here. What's up? Sci-Fi for Me TV. Good to see you. I can't wait to see Mario again. So that's gonna happen. Lion King was Michael Eisner. Yeah. Eisner created the golden era of, or the second golden age of Disney. There's no opportunity for a third right now under current leadership. If anything, we're watching the collapse, the descent to madness, to be fair. Hemorrhoid Hurt says, as someone who spent 10 million on primary market research and 20 times that on advertising, and guarantee that Bud and JD did not arrive at these decisions because there is an actual market for it. No. Yeah. This is hurting Anheuser-Busch right now. You're going to see a PR statement. If it's not already out there, you're going to see one. It's going to be like, we didn't do this. I'm going to say, like, we have commercials from you. We have video, images of this brand ambassador. What do you mean you didn't do this? Just reading your comments, folks. Sorry for the dead air there. Love and Alpha says the first went to Disney World around 76. No idea if Epcot was open yet. No, Epcot opened in 82. The Magic Kingdom opened in 71. The Disneyland resort, Disneyland proper, first opened in 55. So, the Weatherman, crash and burn Disney, yes. Indeed. Yeah, FNT is live. Wow, they went live early. Must be because they're trying to fit Jay in. But I'm still here. I'll be here for a little while longer. Westbound and down, loaded up and trucking. That's right. Microbrew, homebrew. Only way to go. Could you see a Contra movie in the Nintendo universe? Who owns Mega Man's rights? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if those rights are even freely available at all. Or Mega Man might be split rights at this point. Could I see a Contra movie? Sure. I mean, they're going to stick kind of in they're going to kind of stick in the most popular things first, but I could see a Contra movie, like an old 80s style action. Yeah. I think you can see that. Yeah, reverse bias is still bias discrimination, and it's true. Yeah. Yeah, I think Davinia, you're right. They're going to try to transfer responsibility. Yeah, I think you're right, Logic's Finest. I think right now, ABC's not making the kind of money they used to. ESPN's still making some money, but not quite what they used to either. They're losing subscribers on the cable and satellite side at a ridiculous rate, and that's actually the people that are leaving them there are not coming back to them on any of the apps or anything. So hard to say how much longer ESPN is going to be viable. They're obviously pumping more money into it. They have to get out of politics if they want it to do well. It's no longer a sports channel, it's a political channel. And then as far as theme parks, that's where they really are bringing in the money. And that's why this thing in Florida really hits them hard. And I have a feeling that it's going to be resolved a lot sooner than other people do as far as the dissolution of Reedy Creek as an entity entirely, or the essential suits that are going to be brought on Disney for fraud, potential fraud. I think they've opened themselves up to that potentially. I'm speculating. There's Dadman walking. Good to see you. Bye, Mags. Capcom owns Mega Man. Not sure. Like I said, it may be split rights. Yeah, Contra's Konami. Yeah. I have to see. I think you're more likely to see characters that you've seen in all of the traditional Nintendo games. So I think that's where they're going to start. You might get a Yoshi movie, solo Yoshi movie. Who knows? You might get a solo Mario movie. You will definitely get a Donkey Kong movie. So I am Tax Shark for $10 says nice Smokey and the Bandit reference. CultureCasino. Greatest film ever. Fight me, people. There you go. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you, and thank you for the wonderful super chat, my friend. A $10 super chat, which earns you, well, this one.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
You are a gold mine. Thank you, Tax Shark. And Lord Shax, I think, over on Rumble says, corporations trying to sell a thing to undecided people that don't even know if they should have a thing. That's right. Advertising started to fail. I mean, not just ad tech stuff we've talked about here on the channel and other places. Ad tech in general is starting to fail. You're seeing pullbacks across the board. You're seeing streamers cut back on content, remove content entirely from their platforms, so that they don't have to pay residuals to any of the people that are involved in that production. I think you're going to see that. I think only successful things are going to get greenlit. I think you're going to see a lot more pilots rather than 2 series orders. I think you're going to see all the streamers go to weekly releases of their shows, just like television, just like regular standard linear television. I think they've all realized the binge model punishes them. It forces them to create accelerated rates of content. And for a while, that makes sense. But long term, not so much. And yeah, you're seeing rates for ads fall. People don't have money to buy things. When when ads are less successful, they sell less things, less money spent on them. There you go. CC, see that new lawsuit against Disney? Hit the news this morning. Well, I didn't get a chance to talk about it. I know they did talk about it a bit on Midnight's Edge in the morning, and I think that I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. Let's see if I can find a good, clean copy of it. In fact, I'm going to get this from a paper of record or a source of record, a newsworthy source, right? An authoritative source. This one's going to be a little tough, folks, so exercise discretion whether or not you want to know what I'm going to put on the screen. This involves Harvey Weinstein, and not his former personal assistant of many years. No, just Harvey Weinstein himself. So a model is accused his former Harvey Weinstein associate of a bad thing in a lawsuit. A former model has filed a lawsuit claiming a one-time executive at a movie studio, Miramax, did a bad thing to her after luring her into a hotel with the promise of meeting the company's then chief executive, Harvey. The lawsuit was filed in New York State by Sarah Ziff. This is back in 2001 when she was 19 years old. Miramax at the time was owned by Disney, which sold the movie studio to an investment group in 2010. Lawsuit names Weinstein, Miramax, and Disney as defendants, claiming that they were aware of Lombardo, the person she's accusing, was a danger to women whom he encountered at work and did nothing to prevent him from victimizing her. Is anybody surprised by this? The lawsuit was brought under a New York law passed last year, creating a one-year window for adult victims of alleged things to file lawsuits that otherwise would have been barred because the cases were too old. Right. It's the opportunity law. Regardless, this was bad behavior. Thank you for that, Jason. Pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. Hey, the Mets won, huh? Congratulations, Biggles. I hope you had a good time at the game. Good to see you, buddy. Could this season of Mando be KK's last desperate attempt at destroying Star Wars, knowing her fate is determined? You know, I wish I could say OC Gigan. I really do. My feeling is that she's there through Indiana Jones at the very least, and maybe beyond. Maybe beyond. Oh, Capcom does own Mega Man. Thank you for that, Viking Sound. Appreciate it. Yeah. I think OC Gig, and I think that it doesn't matter. Star Wars is dead. Star Wars has been dead for a while to me. I thought Mandalorian was going the right direction. It didn't. And I'm burned out on anything that's attached to Grogu. I don't want to see Rey Palpatine again. Everything that was announced at Star Wars Celebration is a bitter disappointment. The footage they presented for Acolyte, which is limited to say the least. The fact that they're diving into the Let's Get High Republic is a real problem. Nobody wants that. Nobody's buying it. So why are you doubling down on things nobody's interested in? It's just foolish. You can't sell merchandise for the stuff you have now. The only thing you can really have a chance of selling is the old stuff. You've eliminated your older fans. All they have left is that. Hard to say. Harvey surrounded himself with a bunch of dirtbags. Yeah, true. His even family. Don't even want to get into that. KK can't destroy Star Wars because we have all the good stuff that was made. This is true. We just ignore anything that Disney's done. Disney is a cultural vandal right now. And they're doing it on purpose. Right? We've talked about this. You guys know. So frustrating. I'm a huge Mega Man fan. Capcom ruined the brand. They need to sell it to someone who is a better caretaker. Sounds good. I'll buy it. I get $1. Bet you I could do good with it. Bet you I could make some great films. Probably. Yeah. Weinstein back in the news, Disney being sued, and his assistant series was announced at Celebration. That's right. They presented some footage, like I mentioned moments ago. Insane. Insane. But, you know, Star Wars Celebration isn't getting the kind of love that it needs. See if I can find a couple of the articles that might be interesting to talk about. Here's a weird one. This just broke right before we went live today. I think you guys will enjoy this. Certain lawmakers in Washington want the Department of Justice to investigate Warner Brothers' Discovery merger, claiming it harmed workers and reduced content choice, cited ex-Batgirl in the letter. I wonder who these lawmakers are. I wonder what political motivation they would have for this. Curious. Nobody wanted this film, by the way. 4 Democratic lawmakers want the Justice Department to do something that is dumb. This is weaponization of political stuff. Oh, look, it's all D's. Senator Elizabeth Warren, criminal. Representative Joaquin Castro, D, Texas, questionable. Representative David Cicilline, Democrat, Rhode Island, and Representative Premila J. Powell, Democrat, Washington. Well, there you go. Wrote a letter to Attorney General Garland. The merger appears to have enabled the company to adopt potentially anti-competitive practices by canceling their own stuff. So you want them to compete more with their competitors? Everybody's doing this, by the way. This isn't unique. These people are really dumb. And this was an approved merger, spin-off merger called Reverse Morris Trust. So I'm not sure how far this is going to go. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. The merger led to a hollowing out of the iconic American studio. Yeah, they're not wasting money anymore. Is Disney hollowing out their company by laying off 7,000 people there? Yeah, crazy D's? Wild. Yep, extra dumb. Oh, somebody's talking about Elizabeth Warren. Yeah. Shrap. Facepalm. There you go. OC Gigan for $1.99 says Pasha predicts Lucas may end up with Lucasfilm a la Saban. That's possible. Hard to say. Think he could buy it back for like $1 billion? Might serve Disney better to give it back to the guy. Give it back to us. Thanks for the super chat, OC Gigan. You deserve, and don't take this personally. This is a joke. Okay? These are all little jokes.
No, look at this little super chat right there. He's so cute and small. Get it?
Anyway, thank you, OC Gigan. Appreciate it, my friend. Speaking faux feather. Oh, Squawking Faux Feather and the Rope-a-Dope crew. Wow. You guys are harsh today. Love it. Yeah, I'm surprised AOC isn't on this. Well, me too. To be fair, my favorite bear. Yeah. That sneeze was as soft as your hair. Well, I had to sneeze, guys. I had to sneeze. You didn't miss anything about Mega Man. It just kind of went downhill. We were talking about whether or not they could make something out of Mega Man as far as a film. Biggles. That's all we were talking about. Man, my hair's a mess. Translation, canceling Batgirl was ist, and it didn't affirm the message. That's exactly right. Logic's finest has got it right. There we go. A little bit of brush there. Lisa's not here, or else I'd be raining money down. All right, guys, we are going to wrap up. I appreciate everybody's support. We made it 90 minutes as planned. That's what I intend to do each and every Friday. If other shows start, they start. So, likely I'll see you in the chat and other places this weekend, and I will hope to see you there on Sunday. So, all of you who sent super chats and to Tender Warrior 68 who gifted memberships, I want to say thank you. Can't wait for Sunday. Sunday night's going to be a lot of fun. And you guys are the best. Gonzalo, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I could eat a peach for hours. I wish I could do it like Tom. One more super chat from my good friend, Manowar 665, the neighbor of the beast, for $6.65. Says, turns out I will make Vegas to collect that drink you've owed me. The last several meetups, you can have that drink, as long as it's not from one of the companies that are destroying us right now. We can coast to the fall, or the fail, that is DND. Yep. Yeah, DND, Honor Among Thieves. God, what a mess. What a mess. It's great to see you, brother, and everybody else. I'm going to play one more super chat honoring our friend here.
Oh, man. That's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
That's right, everybody. And happy Easter to all of you that celebrate it. I hope you enjoy. It is wonderful. And there's Karen Prime saying, love you, CC. Love you right back, Karen Prime. And once again, thank you, Tender Warrior 68, for 20 Culture Casino memberships. Incredibly generous indeed. And of course, Manowar 665 for the last super chat of the day. And now we'll play the outro. Here we go.
Press your button as we see this turn ready in about 1 minute.